All right, this is a fight that I am really hoping does not happen. And the opening line from this quote from Derek Chisora, I'm going to quote him here directly. It says, "I'm just chilling. Please stay just chilling. Just chilling is good. Keep doing that. You're very good at that. Don't be doing anything else. Just chilling works fine for a lot of people. Works fine for your health." But I will go on. It says, "I'm just chilling for now. Frank Warren has reached out to me about Joyce. Oh boy. But I don't know. Yeah, please don't. Don't know, don't go. It interests me. It shouldn't. But I don't want it. When they want it. They want it at the end of the year, Derek Chisora." So he goes, "But I don't know. It interests me, but I don't want it. When they want it, they want it at the end of the year." So they don't want Jojo. Well, it's only April now. I mean, like, when is the end of the year? October, November? I don't want it in general. Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora took a fair old beating against Tyson Fury. He's taken a fair few beatings in his career. He's got a lot of miles on the clock. And, for me, it was about this time last year, wasn't it? Was it the undercard of Joshua versus Franklin? I think it might have been. Or was it the undercard of Hellenius? It was one or the other. Can't remember. It was one of Joshua's undercards. For me, he had the send-off. It seemed like it was that send-off. He wore, was it pink trunks inspired by Barbie or something like the Barbie movie? He brought his two little girls to the ring, or his daughter, anyway, it might have been more than two, but I think it was only two. He brought his little girls to the ring. It seemed like that was the send-off. He got the win over Gerald Washington. Didn't look particularly good in that fight, mind you. But it just seemed like, right, that's the send-off. That's what we need, right? You want to have one more run. Okay, you had it against Gerald Washington. That's the send-off. See you later. Everything is good, right? You still have, and Chisora's sounding, but you could just quit while you're ahead. Joe Joyce, a fight with him, no. They tried to do that fight a few years ago, 2018 I think it was. Actually, it was when Joe Joyce was still managed and promoted. I don't know if he managed, but he was definitely promoted by David Haye at the time. And they were doing shows on Dave. Yeah, the comedy channel. They were doing, David Haye was fighting comedy fights on Dave. Yeah, free to air as well. But he was with David Haye, and they were fighting on Dave. And obviously David Haye didn't have many dates, so they got Joe Joyce out on a Matchroom show. They got him out against Lenroy Thomas, and he knocked him out in, I think, a round or two. It didn't last long. But Chisora was also fighting on some Matchroom shows. He was working with Eddie Hearn, and they were trying to get that fight over the line. I think, if I remember correctly, at the time, Joe Joyce was only about 4-0, thereabouts. So it was fighting Chisora in that time in your career would have been impressive, and they were offering Chisora a couple of $100,000. He said no. He ends up calculated risk fighting Carlos Takam, beats Carlos Takam, gets the pay-per-view fight with Dylan White. I mean, it worked out pretty well. Obviously, that fight didn't work out well, the Dylan White fight, but financially worked out a lot better in the long run. Derek Chisora going down that road. Joe Joyce goes and does his own thing, signs with Frank Warren, still with Frank Warren now. Joe Joyce is 38 going on 39. He didn't look good against Cash Ali. Knocked out once by Zhilei Zhang, and that was a clean knockout, and then stopped badly. Well, stopped on a bad, eye injury in the first fight. So 2 stoppage defeats. And I wasn't impressed with him against Cash Ali, but he would, see, here's the problem, right? Chisora, I think, still takes a decent shot. Even now. Joe Joyce is a big puncher, but is he big enough to... I think he is, but I don't want to find out, because if Chisora is able to take what Joe Joyce has, and Joe Joyce will hit you repeatedly over and over and over again, and I really don't want to see that for a Derek Chisora who, as I said, a good send-off. That was a good send-off that he had in that, I forget which card it was. It was a Joshua card, I know that, against Gerald Washington. Didn't look amazing in the fight, and that really summed where Chisora is at. Miles on the clock, wear and tear, quit while you're ahead, you've little girls to look after, you've made an absolute rake of cat. Chisora has 13 losses, but yet still makes a lot of money from his fights, and has made a lot of money throughout his career. I mean, he is set for generations to come. And respect Chisora, warrior, always gives it his all, but enough is enough. God damn. When, again, Joe Joyce is not looking to set the world alight. It certainly wasn't looking like that in the Cash Ali fight, but I would still say he's got way more left in the tank than Derek Chisora, and way fresher probably still than Derek Chisora, and I just don't want to see that fight. For God's sakes, please no. So when Chisora says I'm just chilling for now, stay chilling. There's a lot of other things you could be doing other than boxing, but please stay chilling and do not fight. And yeah, why would you, like, why? Why is Frank Warren, of all the fighters he could target for JoJo's, why is he looking at Derek Chisora of all people? I know they worked together. I think Warren promoted Derek Chisora for a while, and I don't think they left on particularly good terms. But yikes, really, for me, the fight to make with Joyce, if you could make it, would be either a Dubois rematch. Obviously, that's not going to happen because it looks like Dubois is fighting Hrgovic. But I would just try and push for a Dylan White fight. I think that's a winnable fight for Joyce. Could get you in a position to get back on it. What does Chisora do? It's a main event of a Saturday fight night in the OVO or the O2. It's not going to get you onto the world stage. Certainly not. And all it's going to do is people are like me are just going to be saying, what the hell? Chisora is washed beyond belief. He shouldn't be fighting at all at this point. He had the perfect send-off. Just let him go. Why is he fighting now? So I hope to God that this is just that Chisora say, oh, he's reached out, but you're not going to give it much consideration. Frank Warren can go and put Joe Joyce in with God knows who, but just goddamn not Derek Chisora. Oh, just, please, dear God, no. That's what I got to say on that. I don't want to say I like Chisora. And I'd like to see him leave with somewhat of his faculties in check. If he fights someone like Joe Joyce, again, big enough puncher, but is he big enough puncher to hurt Chisora? I don't know. Chisora will take those shots all night, and that's the worry. It's not even the one punch knockout is not good. If you get knocked out by a one punch knockout, it's not good. It's not good for your health. But a sustained, hammering where that brain is getting, like a ping pong ball, it's just like that in your head. You don't want that either. That's even worse, some people would say. So, goddamn, I don't want either for Chisora. I'd like to see him just, you had that send off. Take it, go, run with it. Just don't go running back into the ring. That's what I gotta say on that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you like to see Chisora back? I doubt it, but some people, they want to see strange things. Let me know in the comments what you think. I hope you enjoyed it, people. Smash the like button if you could. Hit subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And for now, lads and lassies, I'll leave it there. Peace.